Hi everyone, so today we're going to do a short morning wake up routine. So we're going to take a comfortable seat. You can have your heels in line. You can also grab a block, bring that underneath your sit bones, or you can also fold up a blanket and sit on that just to elevate your hips slightly. Otherwise, you can also come onto your knees and sit back on your heels. Just any position where you can sit with your spine tall, crown of your head reaching up. We're going to start by gently stretching out the neck. So bring your chin down to your chest. Take some semicircles, bringing one ear to your shoulder and then the other. Here you can stop anywhere that feels like it needs an extra moment, an extra stretch. And when you're ready, we'll start to take some full circles. So on your inhale, we'll lift the chin up towards the ceiling. Exhale to bring the chin down. Inhale to come up. Exhale down. We'll take a couple of circles in the opposite direction. And one more. Inhale. And exhale, bring your chin down. Come and sit up. Let's inhale, lift the arms up overhead. We'll reach up with your fingertips, stretching out the sides of your body. And then we'll inhale, both hands up. Exhale, take a twist. Right hand behind you, left hand onto your knee. Lift the chest, and then exhale to twist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, let's twist to the left. Left hand can be on the mat or around your back. Come back to the center and we'll come into a tabletop position. Hands and knees, fingers spread wide. Push the floor away and bring your shoulders over your wrists, hip over your knees. Belly in and look just in front of your hands. You can have top of the feet down or tuck your toes, it's up to you. On the inhale, we'll arch the back, belly down to the floor. Exhale to push the mat away, round through your spine. Inhale to come up, tailbone up, head up. Exhale to round, look towards your navel. Again, once more, we'll inhale, come up, sending the chest forwards and up. Exhale, push the mat away. Come back to your tabletop on your inhale. On the exhale, we're going to bring the right hip towards your head and look towards the back of the mat so you're crunching that side of your body. Inhale to center and exhale, look to the left. You should feel the stretch all up the right side. Let's do one more to each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, head and hip towards each other. And then we'll come back into our first downward facing dog. We'll tuck the toes. We're going to really try and spread the fingers. It's like you want to grip the mat with your fingertips and then let go slightly to create a little suction on the mat. Send the hips up and back and keep a bend in the knees. The most important part is to keep the length in your spine, your tailbone up and back. Start to pedal the heels, making any small movements that feel good to you. And then we're going to start to move. Inhale, come forward into a plank. Press back through the heels. Bend the knees. Back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, rolling forward. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Bend your knees. Exhale, back to your downward dog. One more. Inhale, look forward just in front of your mat. Bend the knees. And back to your downward dog. Again, you can move around. You can even lift one leg up, start to roll out the ankle, make some circles with the foot, with the knee to wake up the hip. And then the other side. The leg doesn't have to be really high. And then bring your foot back down. Let's walk to the top of the mat. Take as many steps as you need. We'll take our first forward fold. So I'll show you from the front. You can just let your head hang, your arms hang. You can also grab your elbows. Keep a deep bend in the knees, belly and thighs touching. And just let yourself hang forwards. Slowly roll yourself up. Shoulders back. Lastly, lift up your head. Great, we're going to stand hip width apart, spreading the toes. Inhale, we're going to lift up the arms. You're going to hold onto your left wrist. Exhale, turn to the right. And then we're going to add a little side bend. Bend to the back and look down at the mat. You should feel the stretch up the left side of your body. Inhale, come up, turn to the front and release. Other side. Inhale, hold on to the right wrist. Exhale, turn to the left. Start to add your little side bend. Look down to the floor behind you. Inhale, come up and then release. Once more, we're going to inhale, lift the arms up. This time, interlace your fingers. Press your palms up towards the ceiling. And then start to lift your heels up. We're going to keep the legs really strong and engaged. Pull the navel in and up. Reach up as high as you can. And then slowly come down. Take a forward fold, bending the knees. And then inhale, come up halfway. Hands can be shins or on the thighs. Flat back. Bring your hands down. Step your right foot back. Knee down. Here you can have hands on the mat or hands on some blocks. Make sure the chest is open. Take an inhale here. We'll exhale, start to move the hips back. Left toes towards you. Inhale forward. Exhale to move back. Once more. Inhale, come forward, bending the left knee. Exhale, walk the hands back. The left leg doesn't have to be straight. You can keep a bend in it. Come forward. And we're going to lift the right knee up and turn to face the long side of your mat. So walk your hands to the center. Feet can be quite wide. Keep a bend in your knees and grab a block. We'll inhale to lift halfway and then fold forwards. Block can be on any level, or you can bring your hands down. You can keep a little bend in the knees, but send the tailbone, the hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, let's move to the back of the mat. Untuck the left toes. Take an inhale, hips down. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, move back. Keep the hip over the knee. You don't want it to go too far back. Last one. Inhale, come forward. We're going to turn to face the long side of the mat again. And we'll take another forward fold. So let's bend the knees, hands to your hips, and come all the way up. We're going to interlace the fingers behind your back. Take an inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, start to move forwards, keeping a bend in your knees. Hands can be on your lower back or straight up towards the ceiling. Okay, if you feel ready, you can bring the hands overhead, down towards the floor. Take a few deep breaths. Slowly come up, bring your hands to your hips. Exhale here. We're going to bring the right toes out. The left foot is still parallel. Open the arms, reach out with your right hand and drop the hand down. Turn the chest, lift the left arm up. Coming into triangle pose. You should feel the stretch all up the left side of your body. Inhale to come up. We'll keep the legs straight. Drop the left hand down. Lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. You can start to slide the left hand down. Come back up. Let's switch the position of our feet. Left toes turn out. Open the arms. Exhale, send the hips to the right. Drop your left hand down. You're drawing your shoulder blades together down your back. And for your neck, you can look down or out to the side. Come up and then reverse your triangle. Drop your right hand down. We'll stretch the left side of the body. Inhale, come up. We're going to take a forward fold. Bring your hands down onto the legs. You can hold on to the calves, to the side of the ankles. Inhale, lift halfway. Let's turn to face the front of the mat again. We're going to untuck the right toes. This time we're going to come up, hugging the hips in to the center towards your navel. Then inhale, lift your arms up. Interlace your fingers, hands behind your head. Keep the elbows out to the side. And you can let your hips come forward and down. Release the hands, bring them down towards the mat. Lift the right knee up. We're going to walk across to the side of the mat, all the way around to do the other side. If your knee feels uncomfortable, you can either fold your mat or you can roll up a blanket, put it under your back knee. We're going to have the knee on top of the ankle, squaring the hips, so bringing the hip bones facing towards the front. Bring your hands behind your back. You can start to lift the chest up towards the ceiling, bending back slightly. And then slowly release, hands down towards the mat. Tuck the toes. Again, walking the hands. Go for one last forward fold. You might want to grab a block, bring your hands on top of the block, and move the block out in front. You'll feel a nice opening in the upper back. And here you can add some movement as well. Slowly come back. Let's turn to the front of the mat and we're going to come and sit down. So bring your legs out in front. We're going to bring the right foot into the left inner thigh at a 90-degree angle. We want the knee to come down towards the floor. If it doesn't, you can rest your knee on a block or a book. You can also roll up a blanket and give your knee some support. We're going to turn the chest over the straightened leg and bring a little bend into your knee. Reach forward with your hands. You can hold on anywhere, the calf, the ankle, the sides of the foot. Take a few breaths here. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Bring your knee up. And we're going to bring this right foot to the outside of our left leg. You can choose the position, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we're going to hold on to the leg with our left hand. Bring your right hand behind you. Lift the chest up, the head up. Exhale to twist. Inhale, look to the front and then release. Give your legs a shake and we'll switch to the other side. Left foot in at your right thigh. Turn the chest, lift your arms up, inhale, exhale to fold, belly and thighs connecting if you can, keep a bend in the knee. You can slowly walk your hands down the leg. And look toward your big toe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, release. Bring the left foot to the outside of the right leg. Again, the foot can be further down. We're going to hold on to the leg, turn the shoulders to the left-hand side, toes towards you. And we're going to try and look to the back of the mat. Keep breathing here. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale to twist. Look to the front and release. Give your legs a shake. So now we're going to bring the soles of the feet together for a butterfly pose. The heels don't need to be super close. And you can add some movement. Try and lift the chest up, sit with a long, tall spine. We're trying to press the outside of the feet together, opening the feet like a book. You can also come and sit on the block as well to lift your hips up. Take a few more breaths here. We're trying to roll the thighs out. And you can even start to move forwards if that's in your practice. Inhale, come up. Bring your knees together. Give yourself a big hug. And then you can come and sit on the mat. Again, find any comfortable seated position. You can roll out your shoulders, roll your head, and come to stillness. Take a few deep breaths here. Stay as long as you need before you start your day. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoy.